All right, welcome back to the show. It is Michael Yo. That is Jameson over there. Bridget over here. Here's the thing. If you want more information about the show, just go to michaelyo.com. But I am honored, so honored to have in the studio right now. Oh, she is absolutely amazing. Hilary Swank, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
You're the biggest star we probably ever had. I mean, you got the most Oscars.
Does that make someone the biggest star?
Oh, yeah. It's in this town, it's about Oscars. You know what I mean? It's all about the Oscars.
Is that why we have the gold mics?
That's right. Because they were silver, but I'm like, no, we got Hillary coming in. Excuse me. Oscars, we need to make it gold, So after the interview, you can take the mic home and put it next to your Oscar.
Okay, perfect. Michael Yo, Mike, the two Oscars.
There you go.
Maybe sandwiched in between.
I like that. Where do you keep your Oscars?
I'm on a bookshelf.
Oh, just on a bookshelf?
Room. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Did you have them on display when you first got them?
Well, that is display.
Oh, on a bookshelf? Oh, okay.
Well, where else would I put them?
Well, I thought I would
in the
be
kitchen?
so...
on my car?
Yes, on the hood. On the hood of the car, just right with the Oscar.
Bookends?
Yeah, there you go.
Bookends, yeah.
Let's talk about the movie. It's creepy.
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's interesting. It's I Am Mother. It's scary because I could really see this happening.
I know. That's exactly why. I think what makes things scary are the fact that they could happen. That it could be, that AI could eventually, and not in the too far future, be taking over things, a lot of things.
Is that why you wanted to jump into this? You wanted to create? Because what I feel about this movie, there is a lot of gravitas to it. It's not, if we would have saw this movie 30 years ago, we would have, this will never happen.
Completely.
It was kind of like that Back to the Future thing when we saw that.
Or when we said there will be cars driving themselves.
Yeah.
And now there's car driving themselves. And it's, well, not quite perfectly yet.
Oh, it's close. It's close.
Imminent,
it's getting scary.
I thought the movie was really thought-provoking. I'm not a huge sci-fi fan, and so for me to really like this, I think it's really smart. I think that we're, as a country, not only as a country, but kind of as a world, polarized right now. Mm-hmm. And I think that the idea of the entire species getting wiped out is frightening, but the idea of someone trying to create the perfect human being to bring back some type of just morals and I don't know, but how do you create the perfect person? What is the perfect person? Who defines the perfect person? That's so subjective, right?
Yeah.
But it's it's thought provoking. It's kind of scary. You don't know who to trust. It's kind of, you're always guessing what's going on the whole time, and it's fun.
Well, I'm not going to give away the ending, but I'm still kind of confused. I still don't know who to trust at the end. And is that what you're? Okay, great.
I think that's good, and that's the debate you want to have, because in the end, AI, Mother, was created, but you don't program AI. So human being doesn't program it. It's thinking its own thoughts, and they're so exponentially smarter than us that they experience things at a faster pace.
They run it
through longer to learn.
They run it through so many filters that we would never run it through.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're just getting everything quicker. And if they're taught to do this, it can't. How does it empathize? How does a AI empathize? And if it's a mother, how's it teaching empathy to a child? How does it have feelings? And so there's just scary parts in there where you learn, does it empathize, in those certain moments, which I don't want to give away. But then there's other times when you realize who is the bad guy here? There really isn't. She's doing her job, daughter's trying to figure it out, and she's being, she's going back and forth, and my character is just trying to survive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, if you could be the last person on Earth, would you want to be? No, right?
I know. I thought about that all the time. I was asked on the red carpet, how did she do it? I'm like, I don't know, and I don't know why.
Yeah. I would have checked out a long time ago. It was like, no.
Yeah. But she had her dog. So
that's all you need, and very true to you.
Right? I read it and I was like, oh, she has a dog. That's why she survived.
and let's be honest, that's why you did the movie. Just because of the dog. You're like, dog, I am in.
I'm in.
And it's a rescue? Come on.
Yeah,
exactly.
You have your rescues, Teddy and Moon. Were they with you on set? How did they get along with your dog in the film?
Were they jealous?
It's a good question. I was actually in Australia, and I was in between. I was just squeezing in a Danny Boyle's job that I was doing. Mm-hmm. Well, that was 4 months, and so I was squeezing this in between like little openings. So I was going back and forth between Australia, London, Rome, and New Zealand. The one time I couldn't take my dogs. It's also they have quarantine things there.
Oh, I'm sure.
So the amount of time I was there, they wouldn't even have been out of quarantine by the time I left. But to answer your question, at that time I didn't have Moon yet, and I love that you know Moon.
Oh,
Mama Moon.
Bridget's big with dogs
I'm
too.
a big rescue dog stan. Mini Muffin, my rescue dog.
Mini Muffin.
5 pounds, can take on any dog in the neighborhood. But whenever I go through your Instagram and see all of the things you do with animals, I'm just so inspired. You literally go to the corners of the earth to find puppies, to get them out of bad situations. And I just want to say thank you so much for all the work that you do.
Thank you for saying that. It takes a village. It takes all of us banding together to, rehome and get these dogs their forever homes, and cats too. There's lots of homeless animals. But so thank you for rescuing too.
Oh, it's so sweet. A moment.
Sweet.
I Am Mother is now streaming on Netflix. In the movie, there's certain things you learn as a kid, and then when you're an adult, you learn different things.
Mm-hmm.
So you being in this industry for a while, what would you tell your younger self about this industry? Long pause.
Well, it's not unlike what I've told myself about everything. It's just to not worry so much about what other people think. And you really got to honor and live your truest, most authentic self, no matter what. It's all you have. And there are always going to be naysayers. There's always going to be people who say, why are you doing that? Or you think you're this, you think you're that. And everyone has an opinion, but most of the time it's related to what they're feeling inside. You don't know that as a kid. You feel like anything that anyone says about you must be the truth, and you don't recognize it yet. And you know what I mean?
How long did it take you to turn that off?
Probably close to my mid-30s, but I think when you hit 40, it's like it so rolls off your back. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of my friends have said that too. Like the moment they hit 40, no one's opinion. Well, it's not that no one's opinion matters. The people that you love, their opinion matters, and they help you grow and evolve and become your best self. But all the others, you just kind of just say, okay, that's your opinion. I know my truth.
Yeah. Now, I saw in an interview you also said you were on 90210, the original.
Yeah. Well,
is that true?
I was on 90210 like 9 years in when no one was watching it anymore.
Oh, so okay.
Luke Perry was long gone. I don't know if anyone even knew it was on anymore.
How was that experience though for you?
Well, it was great because I was an employed actor and I was, working, and I had signed on to a 2-year contract, and about 10 episodes in, I was told I was getting fired. Oh. Yeah.
What
I was devastated, not because it was like super rewarding as an actor necessarily. It was just that I wasn't good enough for 90210 in the 9th season when no one was watching. I was like,
Hilary, you are good enough, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Hey,
you
she
are.
is the
I hadn't
last
before
rogue
yet.
survivor on the human race.
You are.
So, but then how fate works out, and it's just such a great example and reminder of trusting fate, is that 2 months later I got Boys Don't Cry.
Do you think the industry gets really mad when somebody gets success too fast? And I'm saying that in quotes.
Well, no, but
Okay.
I don't know if you're saying that I was too fast.
No, I'm saying
because mine. What's so funny? They say overnight success.
Oh,
for
and
me.
you've been working all your life.
9 years.
Yeah.
I was like, that's one long night.
That's a night that will never stop. No, I get it. I get it. I
I
understand.
think that people I don't know if people recognize if something goes fast or slow, because all of a sudden a movie comes out and they go, oh, who is this person?
Yeah.
But again, they've been working probably for a long time, just in things that people didn't see.
All right. We only got a couple more minutes. I'm going to end with our first questions because this is your first time on this show.
Yeah.
First celebrity crush ever.
Ricky Schroeder. Different Strokes? Was it Different Strokes or was it Family Ties?
It was Different Strokes.
Yeah.
I think, right? No.
Oh,
Silver
Spoons!
Spoons. That's right. Silver Spoons.
Was that your first crush too? Oh my gosh. But this is what's funny. I actually had Michael Jackson and Ricky Schroeder on my wall. Those were my two.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. First concert you ever went to?
Sting with my brother. My brother's 8 years older than me, so he introduced me to all types of cool music.
So did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
I did, even though I was listening to Debbie Gibson myself. My brother took me to Sting. And Tiffany, I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
He took those tapes and those cassette tapes and pulled the things out and said, never again. I'm taking you to a concert, and introduced me to the Police and the Specials and.
But he
the
was
Clash.
a great team player. He took you to Tiffany and those people.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did. Oh,
no,
okay.
No, he said no.
Oh,
Did you replace those cassettes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
right
good.
away.
First,
I think I'm alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. Thank you.
That's it.
First on-screen kiss.
Was with Jared Leto on a show I did called Camp Wilder.
Wow.
Yeah, it was with Jared Leto was on that. It was Jerry O'Connell, Jay Moore, Tina Majorino. It was a show I did. I think it was about a year that I did it.
Were you nervous for your first on-screen kiss?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I was a teenager. So I was like maybe my first kiss in general.
Did you even remember it, or was it so awkward because
No, I totally remember it.
Okay.
I remember it like it was yesterday. And you're in front of an audience. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you look, I think someone replayed it like on Instagram or something because like a Jared Leto and Hillary fan. And I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that. Yeah, I remembered.
Do you remember the first celebrity that came up to you and said they were a fan and it kind of blew you away?
Yes. I remember so many people just came through my head, but it was one of those moments that, and I know this isn't what you asked, but where I said, this person knows who I am.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with names. I have name dystopia.
Oh, no worries.
That's so terrible.
No worries.
But it'll come to me in a second. Then maybe you can cut that part out. Are we live?
This will be live. Yeah, this is live.
Yes, this is live.
Oh, perfect. Well,
it's okay.
I could have just made up anybody. And
you
would
could
have never
have.
even known.
You still have time.
Oprah.
Oh, okay,
Hey.
great.
But
There
I
it
didn't
is.
forget her.
Okay. Okay, the movie is out right now. I Am Mother, streaming on Netflix. Watch it. It's a great ride, the whole movie.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.